The most abundant protein in the world is Rubisco. Euploidy is the balanced set of chromosomes. Thorns of Bougainvillea and tendrils of Cucurbita are examples for divergent evolution. ADA deficiency is what? It is an autosomal recessive metabolic disorder. E. coli is a restriction enzyme which can also be called as what? Restriction endonucleases. Moving on to question number 41. Match the vegetative propagules listed under column 1 with the plants given under column 2. Choose the appropriate option from the given choices. So, column 1 has the vegetative propagules or the vegetative structures like rhizome, offset, sucker, leaf buds. Then column 2 has agave, bryophyllum, ginger, limb style and eichhornia. Rhizome is ginger. Offset is eichhornia. Sucker is limb style. Then leaf buds is bryophyllum. So A is R, B is T, C is S and D is Q. Which is the option which is having AR, BT, CS, DQ? AR here also it is there. AR here it is not there, so it is wrong. Here it is there. Here it is not there. Second one is what? BT. Here it is BS, so wrong. Here it is wrong. Here it is BT. Second one is CS, correct. DQ. So option C is correct. So option C is correct. Moving on to question number 42. One of the following causes of population explosion is option A, decrease in death rate, maternal mortality rate and infant mortality rate. Option B, decrease in death rate and increase in maternal mortality rate. Decrease option C, decrease in infant mortality rate and increase in death rate. Option D, decrease in infant mortality rate and decrease in the number of people in the reproductive age. As we know, what is population explosion? It is the increase in the number of individuals in the population, or we can also call it as a rapid increase in the number of people. And this situation, increase in population explosion, will result is due to what? The decrease in the population explosion is due to decrease in the death rate. Now the death rate has come down due to the medical facilities and the treatment, and also the facilities that are provided for the living has decreased the death rate of human beings and also decreased the maternal mortality rate. As I said, the facilities that is provided for the mother and for the infant has decreased at the time of pregnancy or at the time of delivery, has decreased the maternal mortality rate as well as the decrease in the infant mortality rate. So which is the option which is correct? Decrease in death rate, correct. Decrease in maternal mortality rate, correct. And decrease in infant mortality rate, correct. Decrease in death rate, correct. Increase in mortality rate is wrong. So option B is wrong. Option A is correct. Decrease in infant mortality rate and increase in death rate is wrong. So option C is wrong. Decrease in infant mortality rate and decrease in the number of the people in the reproductive age is wrong. So option A is correct. One of the following causes for population explosion is decrease in death rate, decrease in maternal mortality rate and decrease in infant mortality rate. Moving on to question number 43. Dash are the most abundant proteins in the living world. Option A, ribosome of plants and collagen of animals. Option B, rubisco of plants and collagen of animals. Then PEPKase of plants and keratin of animals. Then D, alcohol dehydrogenase of plants and melanin of animals. As we know, the most abundant protein in the world is rubisco. This is an enzyme that catalyzes the first step in carbon fixation. So it's a very, very important enzyme which is proteinaceous in nature. And it is also found in plants, Then it is found in algae, cyanobacteria and certain other bacteria. So Rubisco is one which is very abundant protein. Second one is the most abundant protein in human body is collagen, as it forms the important components of muscles, tendons, ligaments and cornea of eye. So it is Rubisco and collagen. The answer is dash are the most abundant proteins in the living world is Rubisco and collagen. Here ribosome of plants and collagen of animals is wrong. Here Rubisco of plants, as I said, Rubisco of plants and collagen of animals is correct. PEP, case of plants and keratin of animals is wrong. Here alcohol dehydrogenase of plants and melanin of animals is wrong. So option B is correct. So Rubisco of plants and collagen of animals are the most abundant proteins in the living world. Moving on to question number 44. One of the chief reasons among the following for the depletion in the number of species making it endangered is option A, greenhouse effect, option B, habitat destruction, option C, overhunting and poaching, and option D, competition and predation. As you know that there is a sudden decrease in the number of species has been increased. There is a sudden decrease in the number of species. What is the reason for the sudden decrease in the number of species? It is due to human activities, or what we call it as anthropogenic activities. Anthropogenic activities. Human activities are also called as what? Anthropogenic activities. Like what? Like hunting and poaching, over hunting and poaching. For what? Usually they hunt and poach for what? For the skin hide, that is for the skin, and for the ivory, etc. All these over hunting and poaching causes what? Causes loss of animal species. And this loss of animal species are due to the human activities being more and more, which will lead into what? Which will add more number of species in the list of endangered animals. So which is the option which is correct? It is due to what? Hunting, over hunting and poaching. So option A, greenhouse effect is wrong. Option B, habitat destruction is wrong. Option C, over hunting and poaching correct. It is what? Human activity. Human activities. Over hunting and poaching for the skin, for the ivory, etc. They kill elephants for what? For the ivory. They kill tigers and all. For what? For the skin. So option D, competition and predation is wrong. So option C is correct. One of the chief reasons among the following for the depletion in the number of species making it endangered is overhunting and poaching. Moving on to question number 45. In human, what is the ratio of number of gametes produced from one male primary sex cell to the number of gametes produced from one female primary sex cell? Option A, 1:1. Option B, 1:3. Option C, 1:4. And option D, 4:1. As you know, the gametes are produced due to meiotic division, which is a reductional cell division, and from a diploid primary spermatocyte due to spermatogenesis. As we know, 4 haploid spermatozoa are produced through meiosis. First meiotic division and second meiotic division. From a diploid that is about, in case of male, 4 haploid spermatozoa are produced. Whereas in case of a diploid primary oocyte, only one haploid ovum is formed. As we know, they are nothing but the polar bodies which will not develop into what? Into an egg cell or an ovum. Hence, the ratio between the male and the female gametes from the primary sex cell will be what? 4 is what? 4 haploid spermatozoa is to 1 ovum. So, option A, 1:1 is wrong. Option B, 1:3 is wrong. Option 1:4 is wrong. And option 4:1 is correct. So, 4 haploid spermatozoa is to 1 ovum. So, it is 4:1. Option D is correct. Option D is correct. Option D is correct. Moving on to question number 46. Identify the incorrect statement from the following. Option A. Pyramid of energy is mostly upright, but sometimes it may be inverted. Actually, pyramid of energy is mostly upright, but sometimes it can never be inverted. Can never be inverted. So it is wrong. Option B. Pyramids of number and biomass may be either upright or inverted. Correct. Pyramid of biomass in sea is generally inverted as the biomass of fish far exceeds that of phytoplanktons. Correct. Food chains are generally short with few trophic levels as only 10% of energy is transferred to each trophic level from the lower trophic level. This is also correct. So, find as the incorrect statement. What are ecological pyramids? It is nothing but a graphical representation, shows the relationship between the organisms at different trophic levels. So, it is a graphical representation which shows the relationship between the organisms at different trophic levels. So, option A is the incorrect statement. Pyramid of energy is mostly upright, but sometimes it may be inverted is wrong. It can never be inverted. So, option A is the incorrect statement. Moving on to question number 47. Match the organic compounds listed under column 1 with the explanation given under column 2. Choose the appropriate option from the given choices. So, column 1 is the organic compounds. Organic compounds. And column 2 is the explanation. Column 2 is the explanation. So, phosphoenol pyruvate, ribulose biphosphate, oxaloacetic acid and acetyl-CoA enzyme. So, PEP, phosphoenol pyruvate, the chemical formula is C3H5O6P and the chemical formula of ribulose biphosphate is C5H12O11P2. Then the chemical formula of OAA, that is oxaloacetic acid, is C4H4O5 and the chemical formula of acetyl-CoA is C23H38N7O17P3S. So, phosphoenol pyruvate is 3-carbon compound. Here you can see it is 3-carbon compound. So, next, ribulose biphosphate is 6-carbon compound, that is P. Then oxaloacetic acid is 2-carbon compound. Acetyl-CoA is 4-carbon compound. So, PQR. PQR. So, A is T, B is P, C is Q and D is R. D is R. Now, which is the option which is having A, T, B, P, C, Q, D, R? Here it is AR. So, it is wrong. First only is wrong. So, first should be AT, BP, CQ, DR. So, here it is first option AR, BS, CT, DP is only wrong. Here AQ, BR, CST is wrong. Here it is AT is there, correct. Here also AT. Go for the second one, BP. Here it is BS, so it is wrong. Here it is BP, correct. CQ, here it is CR, wrong. Here it is DR, it is wrong. Here it is CQ, DR. So, option D is correct. Option D is correct. Moving on to question number 48. Down syndrome is an example for option A, aneuploidy of sex chromosome, option B, aneuploidy of autosome, option C, syndrome caused due to gene mutation, and option D, loss of one sex chromosome from the diploid set. As we know, what is aneuploidy and euploidy? Euploidy is the balanced set of chromosome. So, the nucleus of a cell will have balanced set of chromosomes. So, balanced set of chromosome is 2n. Unbalanced set of chromosome will be balanced set of chromosome. Balanced set of chromosome is called euploidy. and unbalanced set of chromosome. Unbalanced set of chromosome is called aneuploidy. Balanced will be 2n. This will be 2n minus 1 or 2n plus 1. So here Down syndrome is an example for aneuploidy, and that particularly due to trisomy, and that addition is, that is, it is due to 2n plus 1, and that plus 1 is added to the 21st autosome. So that one extra chromosome is added to the 21st chromosome, which is an autosome. So the chromosomal complement will be 44 plus 1 plus XX is equal to 47, or 44 plus 1 plus XY is equal to 47. So here there is an addition. So this is due to 21st autosome. So aneuploidy of sex chromosome, no, it is due to autosome. Aneuploidy of autosome, correct. Then syndrome caused due to gene mutation, wrong. Loss of one sex chromosome from the diploid set is wrong. So option B is correct. Down syndrome is an example for aneuploidy of autosome. Aneuploidy means what? Unbalanced set of chromosomes. Moving on to question number 49. The interactions between the organisms of one of the following pair is an example for commensalism. As we know, there are different types of population interactions like mutualism, where both are benefited. Commensalism, one is benefited, the other one is neither benefited nor harmed. Here both are benefited. Here one is benefited, now the other one is brood parasitism. Actually one is benefited, the other one is not benefited. Parasitism, one is benefited and one is harmed. Predation, one is benefited, one is harmed. Amensalism also. So here the interaction between the organisms of one of the following pair is an example for commensalism. Wasps and fig tree. As we know, the wasps go to the fig tree for pollen. And the fig tree provides pollen to the wasp. So the wasps get a place to lay eggs. So fig tree will get pollinated. So it is mutualism. Both are benefited. So it is not an example for commensalism. Cuckoo and crow. You know, cuckoo goes to the nest of the crow and lays eggs, and crow mistakes it to be its own eggs and it will start hatching it. So it is brood parasitism. So it is wrong. Then cattle or sheep and grass. It is like more or less like predation. They feed on what? On grass. So this is wrong. Orchid and mango tree. Yes, orchid is an epiphyte. It grows on mango tree. But orchid is benefited, but mango tree is neither benefited nor harmed. So it is an example for commensalism. So option D is correct. Option D is correct. Question number 50. The germ pores in the pollen grain are the regions. Hope when you come across the structure of a pollen grain, so these are called as germ pores. So when we see the structure of a pollen grain, the germ pores are the area. So this is exine and this is intine, the two envelopes. So here exine is discontinuous, whereas intine is continuous. And exine is discontinuous because at certain regions of this, where we call it as germ pore, there is no sporopollenin. There is no sporopollenin, and as we know this, the sporopollenin is resistant to high temperature and strong acids and alkalis, right? So sporopollenin is absent in case of that particular region called germ pores. So the germ pores in the pollen grain are the regions that can withstand high temperature and strong acids, wrong. Option B, through which sperms are released into the female gamete, wrong. Option C, which are made up of lignin and suberin, wrong. Option D, which lacks sporopollenin, is correct. So which will not have what? There is no sporopollenin. There is no sporopollenin at this particular germ. So option D is correct. So the germ pores in the pollen grain are the regions which lack, means which do not have sporopollenin, a chemical substance called sporopollenin which can withstand high temperature and strong acids and alkali. That is what? That is the reason why the pollen grains are viable. Heroin is, it is a narcotic drug. It is a narcotic drug which is chemically diacetyl morphine. Chemically, it is diacetyl morphine, which is used as analgesics. So heroin is option A, cannabinoid is wrong. Option B, diacetyl morphine chemically is correct. Commonly called coke or crack, it is called as smack. This is usually called as smack. So this is called as coke or crack is wrong. Used to treat mental illness and depression wrong. So option B is correct. Option B is correct. Thorns of bougainvillea and tendrils of cucurbita are examples of. These are called homologous organs. These two are called thorns of bougainvillea and tendrils of cucurbita are examples for homologous organs, which is also an example for divergent evolution. What do you mean by homologous organs? That is, organs which have common origin but different functions. So thorns of bougainvillea are mainly meant for defense and tendrils for anchorage. So they have two different functions but they have a common origin. So thorns of bougainvillea and tendrils of cucurbita are examples for option A, convergent evolution, wrong. Option B, divergent evolution, as I said, it is correct. Then option C, adaptive radiation is wrong. And option D, co-evolution is wrong. So option B is correct. So thorns of bougainvillea and tendrils of cucurbita are examples for divergent evolution. Moving on to question number 53. Some of the steps of DNA fingerprinting are given below. Identify the correct sequence from the options given below. Option A, electrophoresis of DNA fragments. Option B, that is hybridization with the DNA probe. C, digestion of DNA by RNAs. D, autoradiography. And E, blotting of DNA fragments to nitrocellulose membrane. Usually the first step is C. That is, here you can see the first step is C. What is it? The DNA is cleaved to form what? Smaller fragments, and the cleavage is performed by what? The restriction enzymes which cleave at the specific recognition sites. So this is the first one. Next is A, that is 2 is A. What is this? That is, the digested fragments are separated by electrophoresis. Then E. Then comes E. What is E? The separated fragments are then blotted on a nitrocellulose membrane. Next comes B. That is 4 is B. Fourth sequence is B. Fourth step is B. What is it? The fragments are then hybridized with probes. Hybridization with probes. Then last one is D. 5. That is, the hybridized fragments are then observed and analyzed by performing autoradiography. So, first one is C, next one is A, next one is E, next one is B, and next one is D. So, CAEBD. So, what are the options? First option CAEBD, correct. Here it is wrong. Here it is wrong. Here it is wrong. So, option 1A is correct. Option A, C, A, then E, then B, then D. So option CAEBD is correct. Moving on to question number 54. Flocks are the primary, option A, the primary sludge produced in sewage treatment, a type of biofortified food. Option C, a mesh-like structure formed by the association of bacteria and fungal filaments in sewage treatment. D, the effluent in primary treatment tank obtained during sewage treatment. As we know, in the activated sludge, the microbes are used to reduce the organic matter in the sewage water. Usually, microbes are used. Like flocks are what? They are nothing but the microbes, like bacterial and fungal filaments mass combined and associated to form what? Mesh-like network structure. And these organisms carry out what? The reduction of the organic matter and help in reducing the BOD of the sewage. More BOD, more pollution. Lesser BOD, lesser the pollution. So option A, the primary sludge produced in sewage, wrong, because it is what? Flocks are what? Bacterial and fungal filaments, and they are associated to form what? Mesh-like structures. Option B, a type of biofortified, wrong. Option C, a mesh-like structure formed by the association of bacteria and fungal filaments in sewage treatment is correct. The effluent in primary treatment tank obtained during option. So option C is correct. Option C is correct. What are flocks? Flock is a mesh-like structure formed by the association of bacteria and fungal filaments in sewage treatment. Moving on to question number 55. ADA deficiency results in, what is ADA? ADA is an enzyme called what? Adenosine deaminase. ADA deficiency, so it is what? ADA deficiency is what? It is an autosomal recessive metabolic disorder which results in what? Which results in immunodeficiency. ADA results in immunodeficiency, and it is caused what? Due to the deficiency of an enzyme called adenosine deaminase. So the defective gene leads to what? Accumulation of what? Deoxyadenosine, which further blocks several metabolic pathways like DNA synthesis. So ADA deficiency results in, due to what? Inability of the immune system. So A, increased risk of infertility, wrong. B, inability of the immune system to function properly, correct, because it is leading to what? Results in immunodeficiency. Chromosomal disorders, option C is wrong. Option D, decrease in the yield of crop plants is wrong. So option B is correct. So ADA deficiency results in inability of the immune system to function normally. Moving on to question number 56. Parbhani Kranti, a variety of bendi, that is lady's finger, is resistant to. As we know, is resistant to bacterial blight, option A. Option B, yellow mosaic virus. Option C, black rot. And option D, leaf curl. So as we know, this Parbhani Kranti is produced by mutational breeding to see to it that they are resistant to most of the microorganisms. So as we know, hybridization improves the quality and the yield of a crop, and this Parbhani Kranti is a hybrid variety of lady's finger, that is okra, which is produced by the backcross of A. menthol with A. esculentus, and it is a yellow vein mosaic resistant variety. Yellow mosaic virus resistant variety, and it was released in 1985, and fruits are dark green in color, smooth and slender. So it is a variety which is produced due to what? Yellow mosaic, resistant to yellow mosaic virus. So option A, bacterial blight, is wrong. So yellow mosaic virus is correct, and C, black rot is wrong, and D, leaf curl is wrong. So option B is correct. Is resistant to Parbhani Kranti, a variety of bendi, that is lady's finger, is resistant to yellow mosaic virus. Moving on to question number 57. The globular head of myosin contains dash. Option A, calcium ions in large quantities. Option B, troponin. Option C, ATPase enzyme, and option D, ATP. As we know, myosin is a contractile protein which is involved in the activity of the muscles, and it is an ATP dependent protein which has several sites for attachment on its head. So it attaches with what? The globular head of myosin contains what? An ATPase enzyme on the head, globular head. And the ATP hydrolyzes to ADP and inorganic phosphate with the help of what? By ATPase enzyme. And this will provide energy for the contraction of muscle. So it is ATPase enzyme, contains ATPase enzyme. Option A, calcium ions in large quantity, wrong. Option B, troponin, wrong. And option C, that is ATPase enzyme, correct. And option D, ATP is wrong. So option C, that is ATPase enzyme is correct. So the globular head of myosin contains ATPase enzyme. Moving on to question number 58. A. cori is, usually it is a restriction enzyme. So option A, restriction enzyme. Option B, plasmid. Option C, used to join two DNA fragments. And option D, the abbreviation for the bacterium E. coli, Escherichia coli. As I said, E. coli is a restriction enzyme, which can also be called as what? Restriction endonucleases. It can also be called as restriction endonucleases. And what are these enzymes? These are very important enzymes which can identify the recognition site. And the recognition site is what? GAA-TTC. And these enzymes are commonly used in what? Recombinant DNA technology and also in genetic engineering techniques. So it is a restriction enzyme. A restriction enzyme, correct. B, a plasmid, is wrong. And C, used to join the two DNA fragments, wrong. And option D, the abbreviation for bacterium E. coli, is wrong. So option A is correct. So E. coli is a restriction enzyme which is also called as what? Restriction endonucleases. Moving on to question number 59. Roquefort cheese is ripened by using a dash. Type of yeast, fungus, C, bacterium, D, cyanobacteria. Actually, Roquefort cheese is a sheep blue cheese which comes from south of France. And this is ripened by growing a specific fungi called Penicillium roqueforti, which gives it particularly that flavor. So it is a fungi. It is ripened by using a fungi. What is the fungi name? Penicillium roqueforti. So Roquefort cheese is ripened by using a fungi. So option A, type of yeast, is wrong. B, fungus, is correct. C, bacterium, is wrong. D, cyanobacteria, is wrong. So option B is correct. Option B is correct. Moving on to the last question of this Karnataka CET 2014 biology paper. In this diagram showing the longitudinal section of an embryo of grass, identify the answer having the correct combination of alphabets with the right part. So among the four options, what are the parts? Here A is called epiblast. Then B is called as what? Here you can see radicle. E is coleorhiza. Right. Then A, B, C is what? C is coleoptile. Here you can see coleoptile. Then D is what? Scutellum. Then F is what? Shoot apex. So A is epiblast, B is radicle, C is coleoptile, D is scutellum, and E is coleorhiza. A, B, C, D, E, F. Right? E, F is shoot apex. Let us see which is the combination. First, A is epiblast. A is epiblast. Here it is root cap. So this is wrong. Here also shoot apex. Wrong. Here it is epiblast. Here it is epiblast. Correct. What is B? B is what? Radical. Here it is given scutellum. So it is wrong. Here B, radical. Correct. C, coleoptile. Here it is C, coleoptile. Correct. But here it is, this is wrong. So this is correct. Then D is what? Scutellum, correct. Then E is what? Coleorhiza, correct. F is what? Shoot apex, correct. So option D is the correct, having the correct combination of alphabets with the right A, that is A is epiblast, B is radical, C is coleoptile, D is scutellum, E is coleorhiza, and F is shoot apex. Hope you all have understood this Karnataka CET 2014 biology paper. As I said, each and every paper will have its own type of questions. So only thing is you need to do the analysis part properly so that you'll land up at the right option. As I keep telling that not only your hard work, smart work is very, very much required to go through your competitive exams like Karnataka CET or may it be NEET also. So you should be very, very confident with your subject. So you should be thorough with the subject. This is very, very important. All the chapters that are included in your syllabus, both first PUC and second PUC biology, is very, very important. Then only you'll be able to crack any type of competitive exams with respect to biology. So hope you have understood the analysis part of this Karnataka CET 2014 biology paper. So I'll be back with one more paper. Till then, goodbye and thank you.